bleubricks is here today within the Sengkang area. Specifically, we are along this Rivervale cluster. This is also one of the younger BTO cluster within this Rivervale area itself. We are bringing you up to this 4-room, high-floor unit, proximity to 2 LRT stations being your Bakau LRT as well as Rumbia LRT. If you love the nature, Sungai Serangoon Park Connector is just round the corner as well. Stay tuned as we bring you along this home tour. Let's go! Welcome to the unit. Before we dive into the interior of the home, let's chat about BB facts. So this area is actually the Rivervale-Â BTO cluster, and we're also one of the younger flats around this entire Rivervale precinct. So as at the date of current filming, we do still have a very healthy balanced lease of 89 years left. And if you zoom in into this entire 170 series of blocks within this area, you will also notice that we are predominantly made up of 4-room flats. Where we're standing, this is block 178B. This is also a pure 4-room flat consisting of 170 units spread across 18 stories altogether. And to understand a bit more in terms of our surrounding, let's talk about BB location analysis. So we're just within walking distance, about 9 to 10 minutes both ways to 2 LRT, being your Bakau LRT as well as your Rumbia LRT. You are within proximity to plenty of amenities around here. Over at Rumbia LRT side, you will find Rivervale Mall. That is where you have your supermarkets, your pharmacies, F&B options, and even more daily necessities for you as well. If you do want even greater variety, there is Rivervale Plaza, that's towards the Bakau LRT side, which is also about 10 minutes walk from here. Again, at that area, you will have even more F&B options. You have a McDonald's as well, and even a wet market for your grocery needs. Alternatively, just about 3 stops down on the LRT, or about 4 bus stops away, that will bring you towards Campus 1, which is also the other anchor mall within the entire Sengkang area. If you're a family who loves greenery and nature, the Sungai Serangoon Park Connector is just right around the corner for all your weekly bike trails itself. For education, we're also 1 km towards Rivervale Primary, Greendale Primary, North Spring Primary, as well as most importantly your Mito Primary School. For families with little ones, my first school is actually just right downstairs, about a minute walk from our block itself. Extremely convenient. For those of you who drive, TP is also just right next to us, and that will also connect you seamlessly island-wide. We are a 4-room sized at 1,001 square feet or 93 square meters, which is extremely rare because we do notice that a lot of the newer BTOs these days, the 4-room tend to come in at a smaller size. So for our layout, you have a very expensive dining and living, as well as 3 bedrooms right at the back, 2 bathrooms, and a longish kitchen together with your yard. So to kickstart on the interior portion of the home, right from your main entrance foyer area, you do see that once you come on in from the main door, immediately that leads you into your dining and your living. There's no wastage of space, extremely efficient kind of layout. Right here, we do have our dining set. This is a 4-seater, very comfortable in size. If you do want to size it up to an L-shaped counter over at the other end, definitely you can even max it up to a 6-seater as well. Mirror that is already done up over there by our owners, and that is great because it also helps to expand the space visually as well. Right above the dining area, we also have pendant light that's already done up that also accessorizes this corner. Overall, within your living dining area, you'll notice downlights have also been done up by our owners as well. Ceiling fan has been installed, so definitely if you are also a very minimalist family, then definitely this is a move-in condition for you. If you want to redo this entire dining space, this wall potentially you can actually hack it down, expand this as your open kitchen. Maybe you can have a long island that stretches out all the way from your kitchen area, overlooking into your dining and living space. I think that gives you an even wider visual line of sight as well. For the entire span of the home, all the flooring is also done up in this woodish vinyl that also gives it a very sleek and consistent design all the way towards your bedroom area. Towards this area, we have carpentry, shelving that's also done up. This is great for you to store some of your collectibles and also a nice accessory to your entire living and dining area. And we flip on to the other side. This is your living area. Extremely comfortable space. You can put up even a 4-seater L shape, not a problem at all. If you do want to do up a feature wall, you can do so. Right now, our owners have actually just fit in a TV console right over at this corner. If you do need more storage, definitely you can ramp it up with plenty plenty of feature wall with storage right at the back. And over at this corner, you do actually have a pocket view towards the Sungai Serangoon Park area, and that also shows you how close we are to all the different nature notes. This is actually a 3/4 height for all your windows, but it's predominantly facing south, so definitely no western exposure within your living and dining itself. You will also notice that our owners have done a Venetian blind system. Very minimal built-in, I would say, so definitely plenty of flexibility for you to do up all your renovation as you wish. And before we head into the kitchen area, you also notice all this carpentry work that's already done up, which also functions as your shoe cabinetry together with your DB or over up at the top as well. So coming into the kitchen area, you also see that we have a long wide span sort of layout for the kitchen, dual galley, so plenty of countertop space. Right at the front portion here, we have a compartment for your fridge as well. Even above that, plenty of top hung cabinetry, a lot of small little nooks and compartments. Overhead dish rack that's also nicely concealed with this panel right here. Good size sink, plenty of bottom storages all underneath itself. This area over here, you'll see that we have sort of like an open ledge area on the top hung portion. If you zoom in closer into the backsplash area, this is not your standard acrylic glass, this is actually all the tiles. So you can see that owner actually pumped in quite a lot in terms of the renovation. Moving on towards the yard area, we have an enclosable door towards your yard area. So if you're doing heavy cooking, not to worry, you can still be drying your clothes outside. There is also this overhead laundry racks that you can utilize. Of course, another BB reno idea is that if you do wish to flush out your entire kitchen, you can easily take down these walls over here, flush out your countertop all the way towards the yard area. This will also give you a much larger kitchen space, and yet you still have very decent size for your washing machine. You can also stack it up with your dryer as well. Alright, so before we move in further to chat a bit more about the bedrooms, let's also chat about the BB pricing analysis. If you have been following through a lot of our home tour content on bleubricks, you will also know that here in Sengkang is actually subdivided into 4 main zonings, being your Fernvale, Anchorvale, Compassvale, as well as towards your Rivervale area. So if you are a family that's looking to move away from the hustle and bustle from the main Sengkang MRT, and yet you do want that convenience and proximity towards your leisure and nature part, then definitely this Rivervale area will be ideal for you. So taking a look at the supply within the entire Rivervale area, what we have done is basically split up the supply into 2 main baskets of lease tenure, those that were built before 2005 as well as those that were built after 2005. For HDB that were built before 2005, prices range from the lowest at 480k, being a low floor TOP 2001 unit, to the highest at 686k, being a high floor TOP 2001 unit. And of course, some of these flats are definitely calling for a premium despite its older age, also because they are located within about 5 minutes walking distance to the LRT. So if you don't mind walking a little bit further out, about 10 minutes away from the LRT, you can easily go for a unit that is 20 years younger, something like our unit right here. So if you look at the flat supply within the Rivervale area for flats that are built actually post 2005, right now at the point of filming, there is only one other unit that's available aside from ours, and they are also asking at 620k. So coming back to our unit right here, in terms of balance lease, we have 89 years left, asking 599k, perched on one of the highest floors. This is a 4-room flat, great move-in condition. I think this is extremely rare supply, and this might just be the one for you. As we move into the bedroom area, you will also notice we have a bomb shelter that's tucked along this walkway. And we move in deeper, this is actually where you find your common bathroom. Tiling all have been done up, lighting, mirrors have also been installed for you. Good size sink right over there. Of course, if you wish to, you can easily do up your glass shower screens to enclose your wet area as well. Towards your common bedroom area, this is one of the 2 common bedrooms. Again, no built-ins at all. We have a double bunk bed, and towards this corner, we have 2 good sized study desks for your kids. Of course, if you want to convert this back into a proper bedroom, along this side of the wall, you can do up a full flank of carpentry as your wardrobe. Again, facing wise, this is the same as our living, so it's facing predominantly towards your south area. And as we head over to the other common bedroom, originally the size of the 2 common bedrooms should be pretty similar, but what our owners have done in the master room is to actually push it out slightly. So this room is now slightly smaller, but all in all, you can see that it can still fit single or even a super single over on this side. Wardrobe space is already provided over here, yet you still have a very good size to fit in your study desk. Another reno idea, if you choose to push it back and to reinstate the original size, definitely you can still knock down this wall and push it back to expand this area just slightly so that perhaps you can fit in a queen comfortably within this room itself. And now let's head on to the final portion, which is your master bedroom. This is your master bedroom. Extremely generous space. We right now have a queen that's tucked nicely over at this corner. Have plenty of walking room distance towards your 4-panel wardrobe that's already done up. ACs have also been done up for all the rooms. So this area is where we mentioned that owners have actually enlarged the master bedroom portion to create this small little alcove that functions as your work from home office or your study desk area. Of course, if you do want to push back your common bedroom, then that will eat in slightly somewhere towards here, but still you get very comfortable walking distance even if you were to reinstate your second common bedroom. But otherwise, I think this is a great configuration. Again, for all the bedrooms, you'll notice these blinds have also already been installed together with all your lighting fixtures. And right behind us on the flip side, this is where you find your master bathroom. Small little shower screen right over here. Great size sink with a bottom cabinet and a mirror as well. And now towards the end of the home tour, let's also chat about the BB financial analysis. Assuming you are a young couple, both at 30 years old, earning $6,000 per pax, and assuming you have a CPF OA balance of $200,000 at our asking price of $599,000, in terms of CPF grants, if you are a first-time home buyer, you will stand to enjoy $80,000 in terms of grants for this 4-room flat. If you are staying within 4 km of your parents' place, you get to enjoy another $20,000 in terms of grants as well. So all in all, CPF grants you have about $100,000, CPF OA savings you have about $200,000. Based on our asking price, that means your balance HDB loan will work out to be around $299,000. Based on the current HDB loan, 2.6% over 25 years, your monthly mortgage for your HDB loan will work out to be about $1,356. And assuming that you are still working, this means that you will have a monthly CPF OA contribution of about $1,380. This will be sufficient to cover your monthly mortgage for your HDB loan. Alternatively, if you are taking a bank loan, of course you can then choose to save up a portion of your OA funds, but do take note that you have to prepare a 5% down payment in terms of cash for your bank loan portion, and that works out to be about $29,000. So working backwards, based on our asking price of $599,000, lessing off your CPF OA savings of $200,000 together with your CPF grants of another $100,000, this means that your balance bank loan will work out to be about $269,000. And based on that, your monthly mortgage will then come up to be around $1,261, which also means that your monthly CPF OA contribution from your salary can well cover this monthly mortgage under the bank loan as well. Alright, so what all this means for you is that if you are a young couple looking to settle down, I think this is a great runway for you to kickstart your family planning journey. Because we still have a very healthy balance lease of 89 years left, you can stay here for the next few years, enjoy the next couple of years with the proximity to the malls, to the amenities, or you can treat this as a pivot home strategy. Stay on for the first 5 years and rent it out after your 5 years MOP mark. Because of our great location, I think a lot of family profiles will still be looking towards this area. You have Coney Island, Park Connector, Sungai Park area that's great for your weekend activities. We also are very close by towards the Rivervale cluster, which we are seeing a huge transformation right over there in the next couple of years. Plenty of empty plots that can be slated for residential developments as well. You have an international school there. So all this basically will help to safeguard and bolster your future plans, be it for sale or for rental. Alright, so that wraps up our home tour. I hope you had a great look at this place. Once again, we are at 178B Rivervale Crescent. This is a 4-room flat situated on one of the highest floors. If you like what you've seen, feel free to contact Gavin and myself. Our contact details are provided all down below. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. My name is Joan, bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place. This is a high floor 4-room. Together. 多一次。 If you love the nature, 忘记了 sorry. Then walking distance about 9 to 10 minutes both ways. 这样有点怪。